Evening, everyone. I'm going to do a quick spring tour of my garden. I apologize for all of the animal noises. It's evening time, so everybody's active. This is my cherry tomato bed, and with some little cayenne peppers over on this side, and I've got some turnips and kale going to seed, which I'll harvest out and put some okra in a couple weeks. Little zucchini, and we've got some more cayenne peppers. This is my herbs and spices bed. So I've got basil and cayenne peppers, oregano, thyme, some hot peppers, and some roasting peppers, which I'm excited about those guys. Over here is a new bed that we put in this year. We just got it filled with dirt. I've got a zucchini in the corner that I transplanted. It's not doing so hot. They don't like to be transplanted at that size. So we'll see how that goes. Some onions that I've been using as spring onions, which are about done, and some lemon balm. This is going to have corn in it this year once it gets up and going. Next year we'll probably have a trellis and do some squash in here. Over here in the first tire, as you can see, my asparagus. It's new plant this year, gone to seed. So next year we'll get to eat off of some of that. And my sugar snap peas are doing pretty good. My beans are coming up, as you can see. They're just getting started. Got a little nibbles on them, but you know, that happens. And we got on this side, got some more spices. We got some parsley, sage, and dill. There's my duckies. Another little zucchini in here. This is my carrot bed. It does have a borage plant in the middle, which I am super, this thing is crazy. And these flowers are edible. They're delicious. They taste like a sweet cucumber. But the carrots are doing amazing. I've got about 200 of them planted in there, so I'm excited for that. This is my slicer tomatoes. These are all my big, chunky tomatoes that we're going to be doing for just eating. And as you can see, they're already pretty huge. They got a little nibble damage on them from the ducks, but that's not too bad. I don't mind. Now that they're getting bigger, they'll be fine. And I've got some sorrel growing in the middle. Over here, we have my experimental bed. This is my new plants to grow. I have some basil in here because I always put basil in my beds. I have some eggplants that are growing. They're not doing so hot. I have an issue with flea beetles, but I will be working on that this weekend. And we've got some more sugar snap peas over there. And I've got celery growing in here. It's the first time for me growing celery. It's actually looking pretty cool, so we'll see how that goes. I've got a goji berry that I'm going to have to plant, and a new type of cherry tomato, which is just going crazy. I'm excited about that one. Over here is my greens. I've got my romaine and tango lettuce. They're just about done for the season. They're still doing okay, but you know, it's gonna get hot soon, so they'll be done, and we'll put something else there. And of course my onions, which are starting to bulb out. I'm excited for those. Moving over here, we got another little zucchini and all the ducks. So on this side of the trellis, we got another sugar snap pea. More beans growing on that side, and blueberries. I always have some more onions growing in the space. This is my strawberry tire, and unfortunately, I think I'm going to pull them out this year. They were loaded with strawberries, but between the potato bugs and the mice, I didn't get any ripe fruit. I think I got maybe 10 berries, and they're pretty much done. So it's just not worth it for me. It's too big of a space to waste. And so I'm going to pull them out, and I think I'm going to put some raspberries in here and some other fruit I haven't decided on. We have a new bed here as well, which hasn't been filled yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to put in it yet, so we may not actually fill that this season. Over here, we had spinach and some more lettuce. The spinach is done for the season, so I've got to put some more summer plants in there. And my garlic over here, as you can see, this one tall one is my elephant garlic. They are just about ready to be harvested. They're starting to die back a little bit, so we'll let them go a little longer and just keep them nice and watered. I've got some new little plants in here that I'm going to be growing, as well as my romaine lettuces that I did in pots. They're doing pretty good. We're still harvesting off of those. The new plants are jewelweed and beautyberry, and they're both a medicinal plant. The jewelweed is for poison ivy, and the beautyberry has a lot of other things. I haven't quite researched into it yet, but it is a native here in Missouri, so I'm excited to grow it. Under the cloth are my monsters. These are my cabbages, and I'm kind of excited about these guys. I've got them under the cloth because the sun's already starting to get too hot this time of year, so, but they are, as you can see, they're just doing amazingly. I've got about 6 of them in there, and I'll do more in the fall, but I like doing spring cabbage as well. I do have a couple strawberries there that I'm probably going to save. We've got some rhubarb and fennel over here. And then here, this empty spot is actually my saffron crocuses. And they are dormant this time of year, so there's nothing really growing in there. But they did pretty good, and hopefully I'll get some more out of them next year. So yeah, that's my garden. This is the spring garden, so we've got not a lot of fun fruit to harvest yet. We will have some cucumbers going in, and I do have some cucamelons to come in. My tomatoes I'm excited about. We have, oh, I also almost forgot, all the way over here, my pretty garden gate. All the way over here, we have a nice patch of potatoes, and they are doing amazing. And then the tall plants beside them are Jerusalem artichokes. If you've never tried a Jerusalem artichoke, you need to. They taste kind of like a cross between a potato and a sunflower seed, and they are amazing for you. They're really good if you have diabetes too. But yeah, so that's my garden, and I guess thanks for walking through it with me. We'll see you again in the summer when it gets a little bit more going on in here.